About to play this banger.
Hey.
Okay.
I've been feeling like a rock star. It ain't good, don't bring it my way. Every day I gotta dodge a cop car. Don't look good, gotta go the other way. Hey, sunshine nice in the morning. I thank God for every second, every moment. Roll my blunt, hit the weed, let's get on it. Life too precious, you gotta cherish while you're on it. Listen, it ain't hard once you find your purpose. Stay focused, young, you gotta keep working. Clutch on your ride while you looking and searching. Find out at the end it'll all be worth it. Did a little bit of digging and some research. Whoever knew this pain is staying in the field permit. Chris been gone for a while and I'm still hurting. Nobody told me it get dark outside. Unc left me in the midst of my climb. Feel like I'm losing my mind. We paused the leaves, watch the stage one time. We paused the leaves, watch the stage one time. Legendary status, man, I'm one of a kind. Some nights like this they can't find. Vision blurry when they hate double time. I ain't got no feelings, I'm fine. Good gas blowing out the ceiling, let's ride. They ain't hellin' no smoke, they lie. In this life I've been feeling like that. My son keep me going, screaming daddy. I've been feeling like a rock star. It ain't good, don't bring it my way. Every day I gotta dodge a cop car. Don't look good, gotta go the other way. Hey, sunshine nice in the morning. I thank God for every second, every moment. Roll my blunt, hit the weed, let's get on it. Life too precious, you gotta cherish while you own it. I'm feeling like a rock star. For the gang, I'ma rock out. Living life full of pain, word to my now. It will never be the same, but I can rebound. My motion through this music, it be profound. Wipe you out like a pro now. I know shooters, they like pros now. Tell them pipe down like whoa now. I'm all gas, I won't slow down. Beat the game up, give pressure. Granny tell me all the time I can do better, don't settle. Count your money slow and make sure it's on schedule. And keep your heart the same, that's special. I keep it on me, ain't no pulling off the dresser. Call me professor, the way I'm hitting all these levels that compressor. They say slow down, just slow down, don't press them. They need help now, they can't help them, they on ice, I'ma have to melt them. Beat me up, Scotty, I've been lifting off. No stress, gotta shake it, dog. You the best, okay, that's a false. I don't want no dealers, I'm not getting involved. I've been feeling like a rock star. It ain't good, don't bring it my way. Every day I gotta dodge a cop car. Don't look good, gotta go the other way. Hey, sunshine nice in the morning. I thank God for every second, every moment. Roll my blunt, hit the weed, let's get on it. Life too precious, gotta cherish while you're on it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, I like that. That was a little acoustic, you know what I mean? I usually, you know, we kind of rough on the young boys that come on, but I like that. That was a little different feel. I get that was some Dead Poets type shit. Like, Rob, what you got to say, Rob? Or Mr. I'm the baby pappy. What's
I'm the baby pappy. That was not bad actually. That was pretty good. You know, I'm gonna say what I always say. All these songs sound alike though.
I mean, you know, yeah, that we always know that singing chord.
Correct.
That chord.
Oh yeah, it's that young ma.
Yeah, that chord is what everybody's on. You know, everybody's on that chord.
I need them to think outside the box a little bit, get a little creative, right? That's all I'm looking for, a little switch up.
But yeah,
you ain't getting it, man.
But that was dope. Like I said, I like the switch up because he came with acoustic guitar.
Yeah. That's
no heavy, and then he had some message in it. He wasn't talking about shooting everybody in the face and how he had to, you know, he was dipping his blunts in castor oil and all that. So we, you know, man, or whatever it's called, lean. He wasn't dipping the blunts in lean and all that. So shout out to who's this, Don? We still gotta give him a shout out.
It's LaCollier.
LaCollier
Feelings. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to LaCollier, man. Rockstar Feelings.
Yeah, if you want to check this out, man, you want to support the brother, you know, it's in the description of this podcast or this post. You can see you can get to it. Check them out, support.
Yeah, always support, man. Support these young brothers and young artists because you know, they trying to do something positive, at least different with their life, other than with the shit that we all see every day. So always support them. But anyway, what it do? Live from the pit that don't give a shit.
This is Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
With your man Toucan Dan.
I'm Don Gotti Nash.
And this joker over here is Mr. I'm the Baby Pappy, aka Rock. hopefully if Professor Sims and Big
He
Brother
said
Stepper
he
be
watching
on.
the game, right? He texted. He might pop in. I mean, he said something.
What game? What's the game? Is it a college game?
Nah,
Green Bay, man.
Nets.
Green Bay playing in say no.
What?
And that really had your car. Damn, it's still football season.
Like, wait a minute, and we just signed. The ink ain't even on the paper yet with Rodgers. How we get him on the field already? We still waiting
Brooklyn
for
and Brooklyn and 76ers.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
I heard Philly crowd is wilding out too.
Is it in Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, so Kyrie get to be on the floor. Oh, this is gonna be a game. Ben Simmons scared though. He ain't. Ben Simmons don't want to touch
him already. Uncle Drew already putting it on him.
Yeah, you know that. Ben Simmons, I think he's scared, man. He don't want to touch the court. He definitely ain't want to come back in no Philly game. We probably won't see Ben Simmons the next season.
Probably, yeah. He be out for a minute too.
Mm-hmm. No bullshit, but
and shit. He left a lot of money on the table too. I guess it must be nice.
Only thing he can do right now is come back and have one of those seasons where he said, listen, I told you that this shit was between me and the 76ers organization and not just me being in my head. That's the only thing he can do. Because one shitty season after this and he's done.
Yep.
Because, and then one thing I do like about the NBA, I don't want to get super off topic, but I do watch a lot of basketball. I would say more than football in a sense. But one thing I do like about the NBA.
We know that's true.
One thing I do like about the NBA is the what we all call the sixth man or the bench players. These guys are really starting to fill in their roles. If you watch a lot of game teams like the Phoenix Suns, even the Nets, Philadelphia, all of the top teams, the Clippers, Golden State, a lot of the guys because we from the era of the superstars. It was the guy that had the shoe deal and the commercial. That was the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Speak for yourself. This right here, I'm a little longer in the tooth because to me, the sixth man of the entire decade or league back in the day, Vinny Microwave Johnson.
Oh, come on, man. I know about some Vinny Microwave Johnson.
That's the sixth man of the year forever.
For the Spurs. He played for the Spurs.
Ooh.
See? Vinny Johnson ain't played for the Spurs?
See?
I remember with Detroit.
There you go.
Detroit.
But he played for the Spurs. I gotta test your. I gotta test.
I couldn't tell.
Johnson, they never played for the Spurs.
I couldn't tell you his whole discography, but damn right.
Put it like this: I don't know if he played for the Spurs now at the top of my head, but he is known for the Detroit Pistons. That's who he played. That was the team. That's like saying
Chauncey. He was more.
And he did play for the Spurs, but it was his last season.
Right. I was gonna say he didn't play long. So
yeah, he played his last season with the Spurs.
Like that was his main team.
No, I mean that was one like saying, I did recognize
that. Not Joe Namath.
Brett Favre?
Nah, what's homeboy's name, man? Montana. That's like saying Joe Montana. He just played for KC. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but that played a season. Honestly, it's just that's what the jersey that first popped into my head when you said Vinny Johnson was the Spurs, because that was what the most recent thing I remembered about him. But yeah, okay, you got me. He played 1 year.
Yeah, we gonna talk.
At least I named the team that he. I could have went. Oh yeah, he was playing for the Seattle Supersonics.
Nah, that you got to. Dan threw out some facts. I mean, he did catch him on the last season.
All right,
facts out there, man.
All right,
verified. He got some verified facts. He did play for the Spurs. Now, I seen Seattle on there, but yeah, he was right with the. But yeah, we're gonna get the sports towards the end, man.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with some of this shit.
Be the conductor of the train, my friend.
That's what he does. That's the producer. Hey, what we got here now? Oh, yeah.
Hey, sir. Hey, man. Do me a favor, man. Come this way.
Whoa.
Put your hand behind your back.
Change down my back. You got it. Is there any reason y'all doing this, bro?
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Is that him with the green flag?
No, sir.
204, one level take.
Fellas, I really should have did it, man. I mean,
What's going on, my man?
trying to put money on my own.
You said what? Yeah, this your phone?
It is, right?
You have ID on you?
I got everything on me.
Where?
But the thing I'm trying to explain to you right now, sir, you know, listen to me.
I'm listening.
If you come on my right side, I got a badge on hanging off my hip, my work badge. And it'll tell you everything about me. And if you just run my name, you'll understand why you should take me off these cuts. You can not do it.
This is your name?
It's gonna be really bad for you. Yes,
Okay.
that's my name.
So Ryan Cutler. Okay.
Cooks. COOZLER. Just put it in Google. I'm really trying to keep it from being a bad day on your job, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Black man to black man, bro.
Hey, Ryan. My supervisor's gonna go out there.
Just hang tight right there. I'm gonna talk to you first.
Just one shake, bro.
Say what?
Just one shake. Somebody take my glasses off my face. I'm finna have a panic attack, bro.
I got you. You need some air?
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. I just can't believe this, man. Is that my family's baby nurse? Did y'all have her detained right now?
Who? Sit here.
The baby nurse, the Filipino woman that was in the back seat. Did y'all have her detained right now?
Yes, she's being detained at this point. All right. Can you? Did the officers explain what's going on while we're out here?
Not really, man.
All right. So we got a
Yeah,
call.
I heard somebody ask me if I passed a note.
Yeah.
This might have been one of these dudes with.
So basically, we got a call, and from what we got the call, it seems like someone was trying to rob the bank. Something about you passing a note to the teller, something to that effect. Can you just tell me what's going on? Or?
Yeah, bro. It's a medical assistant that works in my house that prefers to be paid in cash. Every time I make a withdrawal to pay her, you know, because it's a large amount, she works a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't write down on the note how much I went out, and then I don't when it ran through the money counter right there at the desk, the whole bank ends up looking at me because they just hearing money going through the account, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe getting money out like that. So every time I go to withdraw it, you know, I put that amount, the account I want it taken out of, and I put my own card in, and then they usually take me out like, oh, just get the money from me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't understand.
So
what's
you make well. That's like I said. That's the reason why we're out here, and that's the reason why we detained everybody, because we didn't know exactly what was going on. So you make.
But I was trying. But I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. Y'all never asked me what's going on.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we in those situations.
Y'all weapons down on me. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your ID? In this pocket.
So, if I can please, being a former Bank of America manager, these people jumped. When I say these people, the teller, a bank manager, the everybody jumped to conclusions way, way, way too fast.
Well, you know, let me do my part, Rock, because you know I got to give the whole spiel to those who don't know. What we just watched is Ryan Coogler. He's the producer for Creed. The director for Creed and the director of Black Panther. He went to the Bank of America to withdraw $12,000 to pay someone who works for him, and in passing, he explained why he passed the note to the teller and what did he want her, what instructions he wanted her to follow. He used his own card, he presented his identification, and then they called the police on him because they said he was a suspected bank robber. And which we see, I mean, he handled that situation as I can say as calmly as a person could in that situation. But obviously we noticed that was a bit of racial profiling for him to be detained and everyone that was with him by the police officer, and he clearly didn't do. I mean, I can understand maybe the misunderstanding of passing a note, but once you place your bank card and your ID in the custody of the teller, right then and there, that negates a robbery.
That's what I want to. That's what I'm going with, because I know the procedures as far as what we had at Bank of America, which is where this bank was. It's not only just having your card with you. There's a signature on file, right? There's a signature card for every single customer. So when that card gets slid through, we look at the back of the card or on their withdrawal slip or on their deposit slip, whatever the slip, we're matching the signature card. That's number one. Number two, he passed authentication with his card. That's it. So he is telling you to please, I want to get my money separate. Don't run it through the machine. And I get it. And I'll go a little bit, rewind a little bit. We just had a situation here in my hometown where someone just followed a person and took $20,000 from them, followed them from the bank. So
and you know what, Rock?
This is the situation that he's trying to avoid.
And Rock, and the thing that you said about that is significant. And this is what we see Randy, and he actually wrote all his information on the front. This is just the back of the slip in which he had further instructions, but he wrote everything out on the slip as you would a normal customer. He just put instructions on the back. But also I want to add to that is that he stated to the police that the reason he did that was exactly the reason that you gave. He stated that it was someone that he seen on at a CVS or somewhere at another in that area that he heard about robberies taking place from people, just as you said, watching people inside of banks and seeing what money and what transactions they were making. So we know what this is. I mean,
as I said, they jumped too fast, man. I mean, if it was just the note, then I'd say, you know what? This right here makes perfect sense. This looks like a robbery, right?
They already had them. They already pointed out whoever the teller was. They already.
They hit that.
Yeah, they already had it in their mind. Yeah.
And you know what? He also said that he asked repeatedly. He asked the bank manager or the supervisor and the teller what was taking so long, and they basically stalled him while which is, I'm sure, is a tactic, but they basically stalled him until the police came instead of the bank manager or supervisor saying, "Hey, let me see whatever identification that's needed to be presented," as you said, Rock. Once that is seen, he should be like, you know what? Let's leave that at what it is.
Which is another. Again, unless things changed since I've been gone, they did another violation towards corporate policy. You do not want to keep that man in the bank with the police coming in because of fear of hostage situation, gun situation with other customers in the branch. They technically are supposed to give him that money, let him walk. You contact the police and let the police do their thing outside of the bank. That's what's supposed to happen.
Right. That's what I've heard.
So again, a lot of protocols, a lot of things were broken in this situation.
So whose job should be on the line for this shit?
The supervisor.
Well, the supervisor, whoever the person is that was in charge of that bank that day.
Yep. The supervisor or manager. I mean, he said that him and Bank of America has come to an agreement with, because I read the whole story, but he stated that him and Bank of America, because if you don't know from the footage, this happened in January 7th of 2022. But him and Bank of America, I guess they came to some kind of settlement or some agreement in which he felt comfortable with, which for me would have been millions. You'd have gave me millions. Or you'd have gave me something. You know what I mean? But he said they said they had a settlement or agreement with Bank of America, but the black man, you got everything you need. The man, and he has his lot. Obviously, he's working on movies or whatever, so he has his badge on him. He has more than one form ID.
Now, here's where I play devil's advocate on the back end of it. Is I'll say, it doesn't help that homeboy had the mask on. I don't know what procedure. Again, I've been removed. So I don't know what the procedures are in that regard. He has his mask on, can't really tell who it is. Maybe that's why they jumped the gun.
Shit, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have known who he was. I wouldn't have known who he was.
You can't use that mask shit, dog. Everybody got
listen, I already gave my argument to why I said the whole thing is wrong. I'm saying I'm playing devil's advocate.
His biggest issue is he came in there wearing his black skin, dog. That's the only issue it was.
Right.
And he wrote, I would like to withdraw 12,000 cash from my account. Please do the money counting. What it says? Elsewhere.
Elsewhere, I like to be discreet.
So
And we've
somewhere
had,
else.
I've had New York Giants players come in and take large amounts of money, and they're more or less the same thing. They didn't pass a note. They were like, "Hey, can you
Look
just
at this.
can
But
you
the
count
shit,
off the floor?"
the shit that he was scared of happened to me one time because I had like an envelope. You know how they put the money in the envelope. I pulled maybe like 3,500 because we were getting our driveway cement and stuff done, and they only took cash. But I had it in my car. I went right up the street to get something to eat, and somebody busted in my car to get because there was somebody at the damn bank. These motherfuckers, it was Bank of America. They ain't even had the right coverage over the front of it. They never even saw who the person was, but it had to be somebody that saw me leave with a
Oh, absolutely.
envelope. So yeah, so
Absolutely.
I see where my man coming from, but if y'all telling me he wrote that damn note and gave him his ID and everything, what motherfucker rob a bank and giving you ID, dog? Like, come
Right.
on, man.
Yeah, he
Right.
gave he stated to the police that he gave him his identification and he used his car. He heard him say it on, we just played it, but he said, "I used my card and everything." So if you give him your identification and use your card, as we all been to the bank and we know,
Way nicer than me. The whole time I would have sat there with them cops, I'd have been cussing their ass out. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he was nice as shit, man. Like he was
Yeah,
he was
I'd be
actually
like, you
pretty
full of
nice.
shit, y'all.
Because
Hey,
he could have been running. If I'm gonna have your fucking job, he could have
hey
been.
Don, let me tell you, you and Sims, I'm like a Ryan Coogler type. I would have been said the same exact thing because I'd have known in the back of my mind, Bank of America is about to cut me a mean check. When this is over, I can't fault the police for doing their job, but Bank of America is about to cut me a mean check.
I can't fault the police because then they just put, right when they got there, then they put that man in handcuffs.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you say it's a bank robbery,
They asked a question or nothing, just threw his ass in handcuffs, right?
well, I mean, I'm sure for them, if
But they actually didn't though. Like, yeah, they didn't ask no questions. Like, goddamn, let's verify. Hold on, sir.
Who walked up to him, sir?
Who are you, sir? Who are you, sir? And they could have verified that shit in there.
Yeah, can you step over here for a second? Put your hands behind your back.
Well, I mean, under those circumstances.
But all I'm saying, that man ain't violent. That man isn't raising his voice. They just come in there and put him in handcuffs, right?
They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing a goddamn thing.
They gonna look at. They can say under circumstances, we're told that it may be a bank robbery in progress. We don't want to give him a chance to do anything. That's how they look at it.
What am I robbing you with, though? My breath? I mean, what the hell y'all robbing?
Yeah, somebody could be there just talking shit. I mean,
but you don't. If you're a police officer, I'm sure if you hear bank robbery in progress, you don't know the situation of the guy standing there. You don't know if he's whatever he's going to go for. The whole thing is you're going to be handcuffed. It don't matter.
They're trying to detain him, but they could have ran my man information while he was in it. I think everybody kind of fucked up on that. I mean, even if you're looking at the account, damn, this motherfucker got, and I'm pretty sure his account, if he put it out 12,000.
That's not, the police can't look at your account. They can't do anything to that extent. Only thing they could do is what they did was remove him from.
No, I'm not saying them, but I'm saying they could have verified some information.
Y'all just told me that this man gave them his card or swiped his card. His bank information definitely popped up.
I think they could have verified information, and I think all that shit would have showed up.
I'm telling you the rules. I'm telling you the moment that he swipes, right? The moment he puts in his code, because he had to do that too. So now that's the passing of authentication right off the bat.
So his damn account balance came up.
Yeah, they had to see some crazy numbers. They had to see something crazy.
He asking for an amount of money that's definitely in the damn account. What you calling the cops for, dog?
Right.
Hey, all this is they went. But we try to think too much to make shit not racist, dog.
No, even the manager, even the manager could have seen the account.
I'm saying the police.
There's no devil advocate to this. That's racist.
No. What I'm saying is the police responded in a way in which they have to respond in that situation. What I'm saying is the bank is at fault. When the police get a call that a possible bank robbery is taking place, their job is not to go into the bank and ask you to see identification and match.
I came in halfway. I got a question. Did they come in with their guns drawn?
He didn't come in with his gun drawn, but he took it out. He took it out his holster as he approached him.
So all they did was pretty much walk into a man. So all I'm saying is, in the same situation, if that's a white man up there and they get the cops, I promise you, The cuffs ain't coming. There's gonna be a conversation. Hey, did you check his balance? Did you block? They'll probably start asking those questions.
Yeah,
It's a black man with a mask. Ain't no way he was pulling 12,000. We got a handcuff. This
sir,
way.
I just pulled. Yeah, I'm just saying it should be something because
I mean, and the fact that they did, and you seen the police on the police body cam, he did ask the bank manager, "Is this the guy?" before they even approached him. Correct. So, like I said, the Bank of America is just gonna cut me a very mean check. They're gonna pay the housekeeper all for the next year.
Another thing that pissed me off, I saw a story similar to this with I think it was Chase Bank, and there was a black woman that was a doctor that was just switching her account to it. Mm-hmm. So when she was trying to initially deposit her money, it was a significant amount of money, and they were like, they didn't believe she worked there. The lady was like, "Yeah, I feel like you're giving me a fake check." Didn't validate nothing. Didn't call nobody. Did nothing. Automatically accused this woman to the point that they had to get police involved. She had to sue Chase Bank. But I'm like, dude, it's just because she black, dog.
Happens all the time, dude.
But see, they didn't even see. The thing is, they didn't even.
Black people got money by now. They need to put that shit up, dog. That's
this definitely a race. It's definitely a race.
Oh, it's racism. It's racism.
Because they ain't even verify. Nobody verified shit internally.
Verify some motherfucker.
Like they just the dude they cleared. They didn't
on your screen, nigga. They say $100,000, and I'm asking for 12. Common sense kick in, dog.
It's like they didn't even check that shit though. It's like they already at this point. I mean, maybe black people don't come to this bank.
But Don, this is the part that got. I watched his full, the full thing that happened with him and the police. He explained to the police. He said, "Look, I gave them my identification." And used my card. He said they actually held me in the bank, telling me that they were getting my money prepared while you guys were on the way here. That's why he was like, I'm so shocked that this happened, because they were already telling him we're getting the money together while they was calling the police. So I'm with Sims. And all of us are correct in a sense, but just to add on to what you were saying, Sims and Don, they did get his bank account and information and told him they were paying his money.
No, nobody robs a bank with a fucking bank card and an ID, man. Shut the hell. It's just bullshit, dog. It's bullshit.
I posted this earlier today. I had somebody on my post talking about that. He was asking for it. So I said, whoa.
He was asking for it.
Right. I said that kind of sounds like she was wearing a short skirt, or she should have been wearing what she was wearing.
Right. I wish that person would come on here, because if you asking for your own money, that's the fuck I'm asking for.
I was asking for it. I was asking for my damn money to be able to on my damn account. Nigga, what you talking about?
And I'm sure if this guy's the producer of Black Panther, the director of Black Panther, and directed the last 2 Creeds, I'm sure his bank accounts had a few zeros.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. It was
one of my accounts.
But this is what I get tired of, man. And it's like we got to show all this compassion all the fucking time. I'd have flipped on everybody in that motherfucking bank. I'm like, bitch.
Professor Sims.
I'm like, bitch, I know you pulled my account up. You see what's in this motherfucker, and you called the cops. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, said y'all all.
I mean, he didn't even. See, he was kind of calm though. Because I'm surprised he wasn't in there because he wasn't there explaining it. Because I'm like, yo, but this motherfucker. I mean, I'm in Joe Price.
You know what? I think he's probably thinking what all black men think in this situation.
I mean, he probably,
I don't want to get shot the fuck up. So I'm going as easily as I can as a black man. Let me diffuse this situation before it becomes me getting shot or fucked up in here over something that I can simply.
Okay. Hey, say I got to diffuse. I'm bringing my ass back there the next day and cussing that motherfucker.
I'm talking. Hey, Sims, I'm telling you, everybody being fired. Everybody's fired that work, and from the teller, anybody, as long as you didn't have anything to do with that.
He was actually on here talk. He was actually on this TMZ talking. I mean, he's talking a little shit at the end. I mean, not shit,
but talk shit. That's what you should do, motherfucker. That's your money.
I wish they would.
Get your ass money. I can't stand that shit, dog. This idea that we can't make money.
I wish they ordered sandwiches today.
Oh yeah, this is the part I was saying.
I hear you, but we do get unlimited snacks.
I guess that's good. Yeah.
Had to play a commercial.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
And my team shit and my baby nurse is getting thrown in the back of the car, bro, handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem. I need everybody's name.
They're writing all your.
I need everybody's name. You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what
It came from the bank.
Yeah.
Came from the
I
bank.
need to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But I just want you to understand what my sergeant advised you on the nature of the call. That's all I need you to understand.
Have you ever considered speaking to them before you make a transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
Wait, what?
Listen to what he's saying.
Have you ever?
No, I am listening.
Okay. Have you ever considered speaking to them about what it is you're trying to do prior to doing?
So can I explain something to you, bro? I went to CVS out here the other day to get a vaccine. I came outside and smelled like with smoke in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? While I was getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck around out here, bro. Like, I'm not saying out loud how much money I'm taking them. That's why I'm writing it down.
I'm not talking about speaking to somebody like that. I'm saying, hey, can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing something like that?
I'm gonna consider it now that y'all fucking drew guns on me. I was trying to take money out. But up to this point, every Bank of America I ever gone to in my entire fucking life just never happened.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right? Yeah. Y'all the ones with guns and vests. You know what I'm saying? What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know
at the bank, she never said it was a fucking problem, bro. Yeah. I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her. Yeah. And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's just taking a little while. Next thing I hear fucking Glocks. Yeah. I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear. I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstered. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? You understand what I'm saying? So you see my perspective.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how many options you got on there?
It's not, man.
Yeah.
Yo, he said it all, man. Again,
don't be teaching me no damn lesson, nigga. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Again,
just like that man said.
I
I just swiped my card, put my shit in, gave you my ID. I'm waiting for my damn money, and then all here Glocks and all them cops care about. Well, we just want you to, man. Fuck what you talking.
No, they want you to. Yeah, they want.
Fuck what you talking. Don't give me no lesson. Don't tell me nothing. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
That's the
real talk. That's a huge, like you said, Dan. That's a huge lawsuit because again, I'm going to repeat it. He went through authentication. Period. Anything that happens after that, you are, as far as the big employee. Hey, he swiped his card. He put the pin in, gave me ID. I gave him 12 grand. I did my job.
Hey, Bank of America might have just hooked us up because whatever he's suing for, it might get Black Panther 2 out quicker.
There you go.
They said, well, like I said, in the end, he said he came to a settlement with Bank of America that he agreed upon. So, like I said, he'd have been paying my nanny. They'd have paid my nanny salary probably for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah, man.
I was like, and you detained my nanny?
I gotta call my boy. I was talking to him today. I gotta call my boy to see if they made any changes or there was any kind of announcement made because of this, stupidity. Because it was stupidity. It was stupidity.
But one thing after that shit happened to me, like what I would do from here on out, fuck that cash shit. I'd probably get somebody like a money order where they could just take it at like, hey, you don't want to be you lose cash going. That hurt me when that 3K got going.
I know it did.
Listen, the bottom line on that one, though, Sims, is just like your guy who wanted cash for the driveway. This person, this aide, wanted cash. We know why they wanted cash. So they don't want any kind of paper trail. They don't want a money order that they got to cash a check for.
But nowadays, like in that, and even with the people I use from here on out, you're gonna give me some account information. I'm transferring that money and stuff.
Right.
Damn that envelope shit.
Now, Sims, that's what I'm more on line of. I'll give you a cash transaction, one-time transaction. But somebody will yell, "Hey, Step, okay,
Step got jokes." What's up?
Hey, but I'm with you on that, Sims. You got to be careful, man. But anyway, I hope Bank of America and people learn, but I'm sure they have it, man. We're gonna hear more shit about black men being detained and wrongfully accused of some bullshit. But
Hey,
you
I'm
know,
on one today, boy. I've been saying too much shit, and I get tired of all this idea that black people lower than them. Man, these people need to get off this bullshit.
Let's take our money out of Bank of America.
Yeah,
there you go, dog.
I mean, it's black banks out there. There's a lot of it's a lot of black independent banks that's starting, that's asking for people with money to put it and invest in black-owned businesses and banks.
Hey,
you know,
as soon as I hear about a nationwide black-owned bank, I'll be there.
Yeah, it's a few of them starting up saying,
I should have USA. Hey, I don't have issues with USA.
Oh, well, yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to hook a brother up, but I mean,
Uncle Sam give you yours. They ain't no problem with that.
But we do also have a Bank of America account in case we ever, because it's everywhere. So no matter where you're at, you're able to pull your money. But I'm down for any of that. I'm literally waiting for some black-owned businesses. That's some shit I can get into, dog.
Like I say, Sims, I know you always in the investment. Check it out. It's a few black-owned. I can't think of them off the top, but there are a few black-owned businesses in the South. I know it's in Atlanta. I don't know if I was the Carolinas, but there are a few that's trying to start a black-owned banks and banking system for us and by us. So anybody who sees this, check it out. Black-owned, black entrepreneurial banks. Invest. If I had some money to invest, I'll put in it. But this right here. Have any of you guys got to see that show, this thing on Netflix called the Tinder Swindler?
Swindler. I didn't watch it though.
It's basically, I didn't see much of it, but from what I understand, it's basically about a guy. Huh? What'd you say? But yeah, it's about a guy basically who swindled women and people out of thousands and thousands of dollars, damn near millions of dollars. With pulling people, pulling, I can't say pranks, but pulling con on people using Tinder. So now, since this movie came out, Tinder Swindler, whatever the hell it is, Tinder has now decided to let people use background checks on their matches, which is kind of weird because from what I understand, I don't use Tinder, but from what I understand now, it's more of like a hookup app more than dating app. So it's kind of like a one-time wham bam thank you ma'am type of deal on Tinder that everybody's basically going.
Man, listen, it's the new sexual revolution is what this app is. It's the new sexual revolution. You go on, you horny, you flip to the left, right, you reach out to somebody, yo, you want to hook up? Yeah, meet me over here, boom. Now you gotta get a background check for that?
Right, that's it. And that's what I'm kind of confused at, Rod. That's what kind of had me. I'm like, well, how much of a background check do you want to do on somebody? And how much background information do you want people to get for a one-night stand, for a quick hookup? Like, that seems like it's too much information being shared for, I'm just, McDonald's in the back seat.
Word.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is weird. It is weird to get that background check. And with this shit credit, criminal, like there's all type of shit, right? This like the whole everything, right?
Right, because what is it? I mean, that's my point. I have to look and see. I didn't really get a chance to look, but I need to know what is in the background check. Like, are you really checking my personal history, like who I've dated, my family, where I live? Like, because we look at background checks as almost like criminal more than anything else. Now, I would like to know if I'm dating an ex murder, or I would like to know if I call a chick over and she's been linked to a couple of home invasions and kidnappings. Maybe that's important information. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you might want to use before you go and do those things. But I don't know. We are all from an older generation of. You actually used to have to go pick a girl up at a club or somewhere. That was random to us. Random to me back in the day was I went to a club, I had drinks, I met a chick, and shit just worked out for me that night.
or you got it too quick and you might have got in something strange.
Right.
But can you imagine you dating somebody and they be like, I'm still running your background check. So you know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk on the phone tonight. Yeah, let you know what I'm saying. I got your back. Yeah, you almost
This world done got so damn paranoid, bro.
Hey, so
you your credit. So what's going on with your credit? So a chick talking to you about your credit.
So you don't give out your phone number, you give out your social security number. Hey, can I get your social security number? You don't want my phone number? No, fuck all that. I'll figure that out. Give me a social security. Let me get your last four social.
How they doing a background check? I ain't giving a social security number on no app.
That's my question was, like, do they ask for the last 4 digits of your social?
Right.
I mean, now you can type in people's name in Google and find out, you know, people's entire lives. I mean, that shit was a surprise to me a few years ago, where I typed in my dad's name, and that shit gave me like my father's street, and this is Google, gave me my father's name, my stepmother's name, the address, the last job. I'm like, wait a minute, this is just Google.
Yeah. It's out there. You got to unsubscribe to those things.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous part to me is when someone can just type your name and it can give them your exact address, street, photo, map right to your doorstep. That shit is a bit strange.
When I used to work at Verizon, one of the things that they prided themselves on was cell phone numbers not being, public, if you will. Now, if I get a phone number that I don't know, I go to Google. It basically tells me who that number is. So there's no privacy on any.
Wow.
Damn, Rock, you be checking private. You be checking your numbers, man.
Yeah, I don't know who be calling me, man. I don't need.
I don't know that zone. I'm done with it.
It makes sense though. It does. It makes sense. Hey, you know what? Because now you get to screen your bill collectors. Remember, we used to just not answer.
Yeah, but they call. Hey, these bill collectors, they'll call you from a familiar number. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with a number that you think is something that you probably normally answer. Like they didn't got real.
It used to be 1-800. Now it'll be a 240.
No, they hit you with a number you constantly dial, man. You'll sit there and it'll be a number. You like that? That might be my cousin. I thought this was my cousin. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, they'll get you the area, whatever your area code is. They'll throw your area code in.
Yeah, they'll flip that shit.
From Mexico. You call me from New Mexico. How the hell you got 202 on the front end of your shit? They got you. Hey, man. And this is weird. You can run a Tinder background check, but you can harass a nigga at a bank because you don't know if it's his money. You can run a whole Tinder background check, but a black man standing with his 2 forms of identification and his own bank account number, you don't know that's him, but you got to run a Tinder background check for a one-night stand.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And that goes back to the Tinder swindler. If anybody who watching this podcast with us 4 brothers on here, we old enough and grown enough to tell you, if you give somebody money or your bank information that you met on an app, then you don't need that money. That money, what they say, a fool and his gold will easily be parted. It's no way that somebody could say, man, I gave this girl $5,000. Would you meet her on the app? Not in person? No, on the app. Wait a minute.
I ain't giving Shorty $20. Except for giving this man $200,000.
You gave him $10,000. Yeah, I met him on the app. So have you actually seen him? No.
Word.
Wait, what? It's hard for me to give $1 to somebody homeless asking for change outside the Popeyes. You think I'm gonna give $5,000 to a complete stranger?
Yeah, people do it.
Yeah, I seen this dude. This is actually a good segue. This dude, I made this post today where the dude said this is the wrong time to be asking for money with these gas prices, man.
Jesus.
I saw one of them damn posts. Some chick, he had a blindfolded talking about he was gonna take her someplace expensive and take her to the gas station.
God, is that $143.48 for
21 gallons, man?
Hey, so that's a Suburban, right?
Hey, Dan, you probably got the highest gas, don't you? What you got? What you pushing right now, right? What's the normal out there right now, man?
It's $4.49 right now.
Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I thought you was gonna hit us with the $6.99 or something.
That's out California. That's on West Coast.
I just paid
like
$419, $427.
People in my damn, like, I'm being resented now because I got a Tesla. Now motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you get to charge your shit, nigga. Don't be mad at me."
All my hoes got to break bread off rip.
The hoes got to pay gas.
They got. Hey, these gas prices. It ain't no bullshit. Like ain't no.
Bro,
I
was on E, son. I was on E, and I should have got gas a couple of days ago. And I figured, let me go ahead and get it. Now I don't know why our pump over here stops at $74. Well, $74 just got me at half a tank.
Stop.
Hey,
what you driving? A Suburban? Range Rover?
F-150.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
He trying to get rid of that joint, right? He trying to get rid of it, but he's still pushing it though.
Was that one of y'all that had the post that said my shit was on E? I put $20 in and put it on E plus.
Hey, remember 20 used $10.
Back in the day.
Hey, when I was driving, $10 was $5.
I was about to say $5.
I had that 79 cent. I had that 79 cent shit there. We had that 79 cent.
Asked you to take him somewhere and give you $20 on gas. That motherfucker was all he can ride all day. You ride with me all day. You give me $20 for gas.
Hey, $20 bullshitting right now. $20 right now is bullshit.
I used to love getting somebody a ride. They throw me a 20. I'm like, nigga, your ride ain't number like $40.
My daughter actually just got her license the other day. So all she's doing is driving and driving. I'm like, whoa, this is the wrong time to be celebrating.
Just tell her she driving around her birthday present.
There you go. She don't understand.
Hey,
bro, got jokes said
by the end of the summer, she just spent her tuition. Like, Daddy, where my tuition go? Then you go to White Castle, and then you went down to the city. And
remember that Saturday you kept driving around?
Remember that? Remember that Saturday you spent your college tuition Saturday. Hey, well, okay, Step got joke said, what's that? Gas is $4.49 in Jacksonville, Florida. Here it
was $2.35 in January. Hey, our shit flipped, but it's been like that. That $3.50 had me fucked up for me. I was like,
hey, Don,
what's going on with that? Like, it just like crept up on us.
We was like $3.28, $3.38. I went to the gas station. And this was 2 weeks ago. Went to the gas station 2 days later. The gas was $3.89. I went to the gas station 2 days later, and the gas was $4.19. I told the motherfucker at the cashier, I said, man, this shit was less than $4 2 days ago. He told me, hey, man, this keep going. It's going up. I said, man, y'all keep doing this shit, we're going to be back to horse and buggies. Motherfuckers be having lanterns and shit.
Motherfuckers about to start grabbing them water hoses, man.
You better start embracing them EVs, bro. Like, it's time.
Hey, Sam, since you're a Tesla owner, let me ask you something. Sam, well, you live in a house. If you don't live in a home and you're a Tesla owner, do you think it's worth it to have to pull up at the Shell gas station and sit for an hour and a half while your car charges up?
Hour and a half. First of all, it should never take that long. And,
how long does it take?
If you go to are you talking about the Tesla charger?
Well, no.
Just the regular gas stations.
He trying to switch it up. He trying to switch it up.
They got that supercharger. They got the supercharger at Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla got superchargers. They ain't got
I'm talking about on the street.
So how long does it
gas station?
The longest they take is 30 minutes, and you got to be really low. My average one is probably about 20 minutes.
And how long do it last? How long does the charge last?
My shit'll be fully charged. I'll be able to. My shit gets it maxes at like 243.
243 miles.
Yeah. So like I can drive, but mind you, we got a charger at the house. So every time we come in, we just put ours on the charger.
What's your electric bill? What's your electric bill be looking like?
What do you mean? Like what's extra?
Yeah, I'm saying like
you gotta remember we got some. I can't give you an accurate answer because we got solar panels.
Okay. I used to sell solar. That's what I was asking.
Oh, so Sims, you covered. Well, everybody that's in Fuck Your Opinion land, follow. That's why we call him Professor Sims, because
you need to go ahead and change that name. Stop bullshit. I'm about to change your name on the
Professor Sims he already listened to people that this man is environmentally correct. He has
an
Evo car with the panels, is the roof panel, Sims? The roof panel joints?
Yeah, we got it right up on the ceiling.
Right. this is Sims is telling you how to correctly spend about $30,000 to save you $200,000 in the future. You know,
once they're paid off, we're going to do the batteries, and then once we do the batteries, we'll be totally self-sufficient. So our bill, we only pay a meter fee and maybe like $20 to do power, maybe. Yeah.
I used to sell solar too, dude. And let me tell you, people are some of the, and I'll say it, some of the dumbest motherfuckers ever. where you basically you have your bill where you're paying $300, $400 for a utility bill for electric, and you say to them, listen, take these panels for what you're using, I'm going to make it where you're only paying $79 a month.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to. No, why? How are you going to do that? Because you're going to use the sun. You're going to use you're harnessing the energy. You have to explain this to people, because we as Americans think that people are taking advantage on us for everything.
Yeah, because how average Sims, how much does it cost to install the whole solar panels, the whole thing?
The way it works, because there's different ways to do it. We're buying our panels, so we want ours to be owned. You can lease them, and they'll be a lot less. You can lease them. Your bill will be the same thing every month. We're buying ours, so ours fluctuates, but it's still but we're paying a monthly fee to get them paid off, and we're going to eventually just pay them off. So the whole thing with owning them is they bring up the value of your house, and you still, so like we were to sell the house and let somebody, like, dude, if you was looking for a house and I told you, okay, there's solar panels on the house, your Duke power bill might be $20 a month, and you'll have a meter fee. That's more of an attractive house to buy than if you're buying a house. But look at it this way. This is my best question. Why would you just keep paying a power bill and you're not paying towards something? You're always going to have a power bill. You're just going to keep paying the damn power bill. And more likely, knowing Duke Power and everybody else is just going to keep going up. Up.
And one thing you don't never have to worry about is not having power. That's the one thing until it's a nuclear fallout, you never have to worry about power outage, period.
Yeah, so what the guy did when he set our power up, there was a certain amount of panels he put up where it covers us for, he looked at our power for the year and then pretty much did a median. So we pay what we would as if we had Duke Power, and that's just what our bill is consistently. But we're going to pay it off early. Like we do our tax break. We get like $13,000 in the tax break for this thing. But we're going to be putting all that money toward the panels. So we get these bitches paid off. If the motherfuckers get paid off, that's a bill go.
Smart way, man.
As we always get from the Brother Rock and Professor Sims, invest in yourself and in your future. People, Toucan Dan, I ain't there yet. I don't know if I can show you, but I still got goddamn plugs and shit. I got sockets and circuits and shit. I'm still in the hood, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just reporting live from the hood. But as we see,
I got plugs, motherfucker.
Here's the dumbest thing that customers will tell me. Oh, I don't like the way it looks on my roof. I don't like it. So I would say,
you really look at your roof.
That's my question. So I hit them with this right here. Can you tell me what color your shingles are right now? No. I said, so then you ain't looking at your roof every day.
Do they cover you like insurance? Do they cover that insurance like for anything? Like, sometimes you can have a leaking roof or damage, and they might have to cover roof sections.
I had a leak. Called them up. Boom. They came, fixed it. 1, 2, 3.
So I bought a little more expensive ones. I think I got the Panasonic panels, but they cover for 30 years all that. They cover the labor, they pull them off, all that crap. Luckily, it's a newer house, so I shouldn't have to worry about the roof anytime soon. But if in case I did, they'll pull them off.
Well,
folks, get yourself some solar panels.
What's up?
I said, well, me and Don, we'll step into the future, at some point in time.
At some point, man. We'll catch up with you guys.
So y'all get hey, I know these gas prices making y'all want an EV, bro.
Man, goddamn, them horse and buggy. I'm telling you, train.
I was thinking about getting the Silverado electric truck, but I was told by my friend who works at Chevy, he's like, "Yo, hold off right now. A lot of bugs."
thinking about getting some rollerblades and a couple of stray pit bulls that be around the neighborhood and make me a dog sled team. And it's just, I live in DC. It's only 10 square miles, man. Everywhere I want to go, if I can get like 6 trained pit bulls and some rollerblades, I'm good, man. I can get to where I got to go.
My wife already told me, she goes, "You'll be riding the bike this summer."
Yeah, I will.
I guess I will.
So go ahead and stretch.
Yep.
Man, what we got next, dog?
Let me. Oh damn.
Oh yeah, we just went on the gas prices, man. That's man, and if you're out there, you know, and this is one thing I want to say. I seen that was ridiculous. That was a good thing, but it returned ridiculous. It was I think it's in Philly, but it was a local business paid $10,000 to the local gas station to give people in their neighborhood free gas. Over 100 or so cars showed up. I told my wife, I said it was so many cars that they're gonna run out of gas on money. If I'm the 60th car, at some point in time, I know I'm gambling on burning my gas to get possibly no gas. Because you got to think, if you're in a line with 60 cars, and this literally, like, if you're in a line with 60 cars and you're number 60, by the time you get to the pump, you'll be lucky if it's maybe a quarter tank of gas in there to fill your car. Lord knows we don't need how it was last time, where people were taking trash bags and shopping. People were putting gas in Tupperware bowls and shit.
Assistant principal is.
What you got now? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just getting set up.
Set it up now. I'm ready.
An assistant principal is fired after the.
This joint
to read to second graders was inappropriate.
12 News' Town Talk caught up with the former Hinds County School District educator and administrators. Tal?
Yeah, the former assistant principal at Gary Road Elementary says he felt reading the intended quirky book with a suggested age range from 4 to 10 years old was harmless and humorous, but the Hinds County School District thought otherwise. In his 2 decades as an educator, Toby Price says he never would have believed he'd be terminated from reading a picture book that he chose for a class of second graders.
I was asked to schedule a Zoom where we were going to have a guest reader with the second graders. The Zoom reader didn't show, so I called them and texted them, and I didn't hear back. So I was told to go ahead and read.
Price was the assistant principal at Gary Road Elementary in Byram for 3 years. Until last Thursday, the controversy surrounding this book called I Need a New Butt, a seemingly silly and funny book, according to Price.
It's like any kid. His imagination is running wild about what he's got to do to fix what he's done.
A letter from Superintendent Delisha Martin cites unnecessary embarrassment, a lack of professionalism, and impaired judgment on Price's part.
I was very upset. I'm not going to lie. I did what I could to dry my face up.
The Hinds County School District tells 12 News over the phone that they can't comment due to pending litigation.
The book is available on Hinds County's own ebook program for students.
Joel Dillard is representing the former Hinds County assistant principal.
There is a problem in the state in particular with respecting the rights of teachers to speak out.
Public hearing.
He got fired for a book that was registered with the county as legit reading material for kids and children that age, and they fired him because it's called I Need a New Butt.
That's the sensitivity of the what shit is, the world now.
He was authenticated as well.
And it's like they set him up. It's like because he wasn't even supposed to read the shit. So like somebody else was supposed to read it. So
now, so you said that was a conspiracy. They backdoored him on that one.
Yeah.
This one you should have the segment. This some white people shit. There's somebody it's some random ass white person that got offended.
Don, this goes into our what the fuck is going on here segment. This is a segment of what the fuck is going on here. How do you I had this conversation with my wife earlier. It was on some Ellen shit. It was a little bit deeper, but I feel like for some reason society is getting way too soft.
It's sensitive. It just everybody offended, man. We probably talked about this a million times, man. Everything is offensive, man. Like it's
stupid as shit, dog. Because like the whole thing about America was supposed to be the diversity of it, But when you start having diverse opinions, everybody wants you to think the same.
Yeah,
No,
somebody's gonna always be offended. I
you're
don't
supposed
care
to
how.
say this. If you don't say it this way, then it offends me. Yo, kiss my ass. Yo.
And my question is, what parent seeing that and was like, "Oh my God, what is he reading to my child?" Like, what makes you?
It's because I saw the one picture. It's the booty. It was the butt sticking out. That's what it was. I probably say if the butt wasn't bare or showing, probably wouldn't have been an issue.
But it wasn't his butt. That was like the front of a damn Buick. It looks
No,
like.
there was one little picture that I saw. It showed like his hiney. It showed his butt in drawers.
I mean, you can do that, but you can show Charmin commercials. I don't get it.
I got you. Listen, I
You
hear
got bear, you got cartoon commercials with bears wiping their ass.
Karen don't care. She only cares about her feelings, not yours.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all type of shit.
They get the salute for that one. They get off one. It's always a story in our segment that has to get besides Bank of America and Ryan Coogler. This definitely gets the double salute. You fired an educator for reading a child's book about booty to kids. When your kids probably watching TikTok and Lord knows what's been said on there 100 times over.
Word.
All right, Don, what's the next one, man? Stupid shit. I ain't even got too many words for that one. What you got next, Don?
Bakery.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I always see little food stuffs, Brother Rock, you always come to mind when I see things like this. This was a story that was on social media. A guy paid $100 for some pastries at a local bakery. Excuse me. After he made his purchase, he happened to look and see in the back or off to the right behind the counter, if there were employees throwing leftover baked goods in the trash. He went on, I don't know if this is a video clip, Don, but
How would you feel as a customer? I felt ripped off. How would you?
In short, this person basically showed them, as you see, he paid $100 at a bakery, and before he left, he seen some of the items that he had purchased. We don't know if they were leftover, whatever, but remaining items being dumped in the trash that were in the bakery, and his feelings basically summed up was, it's a lot of people that's homeless or in other places that could use, the food or the bakery. Like the stuff I pay $100 for, you literally would take it and at the end of the night, throw it in the garbage. Other people were saying, who gives a shit? You got your $100 worth of shit, of food or bakery or goods. So what is your problem with them dumping whatever they had in the trash? You don't really know.
And it doesn't make me think it'll make me think my quality of shit that I bought. Like
I got a question. What does he think usually happens to the leftover food?
Well, his idea was, it was more of an opinion. He felt like if you got enough to throw in the trash, you can either give me extra or give extra to those soup kitchens or people.
So it's a selfish side.
So let's say give me extra, right? So I give you some stale pastry, donut, cake, because I'm technically I should be throwing it away, but I should give it to you. I should give it to you, so then when you then go home and eat it, and someone says, "Oh, this don't taste too good," right? This don't taste fresh. So now I gotta worry about you going online talking about, oh, Rock's Kitchen don't serve such and such. They gave me some extra stuff, but it was nasty. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
Yeah,
so this whole thing here is worse than the Karen thing. That's
this is Karen.
So Rock, what you think? This shit is a non-issue to you?
It's a non-issue for me, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to throw things away, right? I can't keep stuff in my right. I can't keep stuff but it only has a shelf life for a certain amount of time. So this person walks in and sees that they're throwing stuff away. Well, that's probably something that they're throwing away from 3-4 days that have been there. They made your order fresh. It's not like they made the order fresh and then made you some and then took the rest and threw it in the garbage. That don't make sense business-wise. So things only have a shelf life for a certain amount of time, and then you have to get rid of it.
Do y'all think people literally live like? I mean, let's be real about it. Don't you think people just wake up every day and try to find something to bitch about?
Something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I said. We live in a world where everybody. Listen,
Hey,
this
dude,
is
I've been bitching about gas for the last.
Hey, I actually got the gas shit is legit. You should be.
Yeah, hey, then you got the motherfuckers on there. You know, people with social media, even with that shit, they act like you can't complain about that.
My thing is, I do feel like in soup kitchens or places where people are less fortunate that still could benefit from it. But at the end of the day,
Dan, you got to be careful on that too, because technically there's some areas you know you got to know laws. You got to know the Department of Health type of codes. There's things that I can't sit there and bring to a health kitchen, or a soup kitchen. I want to give, but certain things that I can't give because again the shelf life. Then let's say they take it to wherever they go and they have it in their refrigerator for 2 or 3 days, right? And then they go and eat it. They get sick. Who gets blamed?
Damn, can't you make some bread pudding or something out of it? Ain't you supposed to take stale bread and make bread pudding or something?
So there's ways around it. I basically have people come directly to the restaurant on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
That's my day that I do a lot of my recycles type stuff, and I give it to families in need. But they all know you need to eat this in 2 days.
Right.
Don't come back to me that you sick. Because I'm telling you, you're off the program. You ain't getting nothing else.
The biggest thing for me,
he just bitched because he wanted some extra shit, dog.
Hey, Sims, and I was gonna say, if you got $100 to spend at a bakery, you obviously living pretty frivolous. You got there,
right?
Unless it's a birthday cake for your grandmother, right? Unless it's something for like your grandma's 90th birthday or 100th birthday, and you want to go. But if you spend $100 at a bakery buying pastries, what do you give a shit about concern? What is your level of penny pinching if you spend $100 on cupcakes?
That's the biggest issue with the world, man. Motherfuckers don't believe in privacy no more. They think they can input on everything.
They have a right to everything that you do.
And Rock, another thing I want to ask: as a restaurant owner, should you have a place away from the eyes of the customer in which you do discard certain things?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just being professional at that point, right? Don't just sit there and throw it right then and there. We take our stuff right out the back. Like you don't even once we take it off the shelf that we know that we have to throw it away, goes straight to the back and right to the dumpster.
Right. I mean, I think also the employees, even if I was the owner of the bakery, it would be a teachable moment. I'm like, look, even if it's old, don't just take the shit out the cabinet and throw it in the garbage right in front of the customers, because I'm like, Don, it still changes psychologically. It still gives you a feeling of, well, goddamn, is it really worth that much if they took it out the case and threw it right in the garbage?
Nigga, that shit wouldn't bother me none, bro.
It would bother me if they did that shit on my face. I'd be like, damn. And I'm gonna tell you why it would bother me, because you ever go to, because it seems like when you go to the restaurants like later, you get the shitty part of the food. But you know what I'm saying? Like you go to a restaurant, even your bread might be hard.
You go to a restaurant with an hour less than an hour left, and you talk about I want to sit down and order dinner. You better know.
Yeah, yeah. So that would fuck me up if I was in the restaurant and I just dropped. I'm just saying that would. I'd be like, damn, they throwing this shit away. What the fuck?
But my thing, dude, is if I'm going somewhere to buy something, I already have my mindset that I'm going to buy something. If I see them throwing something away in my mind, I'm like, that must be some old shit. I'm not gonna think.
Right.
But what if it? I'm assuming it's the shit that I'm just saying. I don't know how he might have seen it, but I'm assuming what if it's the shit that's like? What if it's like the?
So I got a follow-up question for you, Don. So say you would decide would you have taken the time to maybe ask them that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would ask.
So I bet my man didn't ask him shit. I bet he just did his little video. It was like, oh, they're just throwing out shit, and this is what I bought. I would at least ask them before I bitched
because I will damn sure go to Popeyes and ask them how many more minutes you got on the chicken in the back before
Popeyes had your shit in the. I mean, you know, at the end of the night, your shit is in Popeye boxes. Like it ain't on the tray no more. Like,
they already pre-boxed.
Like that shit. Yeah, that shit is in a box.
The chicken that went from golden brown to dark brown. I'm like, yo,
the rat infested chicken.
Right. There you go.
I can't talk about Popeyes. I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, period. If I go to a place and I'm going to ask them, how long have you had such and such? And I know some people certain places get mad because they be like, well, why you want the shit that's fresh when we got to get rid of this shit that's 5 minutes old, but you want the shit that just came out? But I'm like, hey, as a consumer, who cares? Give me the shit that just came out. You can keep the shit that's 10 minutes old.
Yeah, and that's where you fuck up at the drive-through sometimes because you don't get the choice. You seeing that shit, you don't get that visual. You don't know what you.
Yeah. We making it fresh right now. Yeah.
I'm telling you though, man, with that, if he would have ended up getting the thrown away donuts or whatever, cakes, and it wasn't fresh, now you're mad because you took that.
You gonna go home and say you want maybe they gave me some stale ass donuts for free. They was free, but they was stale as a motherfucker.
You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
I win every time. Like, sir, you don't get your ass up out here.
Did you pay for that shit that's in the trash? No.
Yeah. Did you come here to buy something, or did you come here to bitch? Like, come on, man. Like, get up out of here, dog.
Say, Professor Sims, you rough, man. Don't go and definitely don't go into your food service business.
I have a small tolerance for there's so much. I want to use the word privilege, but I don't want to make it. I ain't gonna put white with it. There's so much privilege in this world, especially working with people. Like Rock would know when you're working with people all the time, or any of y'all that work with people. There's some people that you'll be working with someone and they'll just come in thinking you're supposed to automatically help them, and you be like, do you see that I'm doing this?
You know what? That was the biggest part in conversation about this story we just read was that a lot of people spoke on this person. They said it's your sense of entitlement, and that was the issue more than the food being thrown away. You only entitled to what you pay for.
Yeah.
Anything else after that is not owed to you.
Like, fuck you, man. Like, no, you don't get extra. You should have came in with the mindset of what you were spending. Give us the money, get your shit and go, dog. Quit trying to get extra. If we offer you something extra, feel lucky. It was your lucky day. But if not, kick rocks, man. Get your ass up out of here, dog. Fuck out of here, man.
See, I'm rough. Sam said he was on one tonight. He said he was on. He gave us a forewarning.
But see, there's a difference between being mean and being direct, dog. Like,
right.
All I'm doing is telling you I'm gonna be fair with everybody. If I ain't giving everybody else something extra, why the hell should you get it? Like, what makes you think you should get it?
You're like, 'cause I spent $100 on donuts.
And then gonna tell me what I should do with it. Well, you could be giving that to this and that. Do you have a bakery? Do you have a bakery business, nigga? Why don't you do that with your shit? God damn. Boy, hey.
People love to tell you what to do with your business.
Yeah. It ain't none of their business. Get out of my shit, dog.
What you got, dog? I know we about to close it up soon. Next two.
About to talk some sports, man. A little sports at the end, man. I try to throw the sports at the end.
Y'all
Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, we bring it up. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
I don't know
I thought we was getting out of here without talking football.
Oh, nah. We talking about it. I'm talking my shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and bid you all good night. All right, guys, be good.
Russell Wilson goes to the Denver Broncos.
Nah, man. Keep his camera on. Oh no, I'm talking to Rock. He's trying to get out of here because we got some shit that they said brewing that I wasn't aware of, but we'll see.
So I think that Russell Wilson went to Denver because he damn sure didn't want to go to the Commanders, and he liked Houston, but he didn't see the fit, and he damn sure didn't want to come to Washington. So he decided to go.
He didn't want to play for the Commodores.
He did not want to play.
Hey man, that's the last time I want to hear you say that, man. I don't like the Commodores, man. I don't like that.
Easy like Sunday.
Hey, I ain't heard that.
That's a rough one.
Hey, Russell Wilson just made them boys legit.
I
Think
don't
so?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Denver was already good, bro.
Do they have a defense?
Yes, that was what they were really good at. They got a damn good defense.
Yeah, and they got some good pieces on offense too, man. Like their wide receiver corps is pretty deep.
Yeah, Denver's pretty set. They literally one of them teams that was just a quarterback away. Them motherfuckers gonna be all right next year.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see what
So they traded for 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a 5th-round pick, Noah Fant, and defensive line Shelby Harris.
They said the Harris dude was
and Drew Lock.
So Drew Lock went to Seattle?
Yeah, he went to Seattle.
I said it with the Stafford. I mean, granted, they went and won a Super Bowl, but that's a lot to give, man. And I said it was going to mess up the way that all this trading stuff happens, where you're giving away a lot of capital in order to get players.
Quarterback league, bro. You got to get those.
Seattle. It paid off for the Rams. So
you watch. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Deshaun, which looks like he's probably going to get out of this legal situation, Deshaun is going to warrant about 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, it was 2 that.
I was going to ask what happened with him in the Houston situation. He just didn't move forward. Like what happened?
His legal shit is like
this dude like they had the fingers in his booty.
Wow.
So,
and I was just hoping at least he would give the Commanders a chance, man.
Allegedly.
I was hoping he'd give the Commanders a chance.
Man. Hey, so you think this put Denver in championship? You think this put them in championship?
I say it puts them in the playoffs.
I mean, compared to the other AFC teams they're going to face to get there.
Well, I was about to say they're in a tough division too.
As tough as you say. Because what are the other quarterbacks in that division?
You got KC. You got Chargers.
Right?
KC, Chargers, Denver, and the Raiders.
That's a tough division, man.
That's a strong
division.
All right, man. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll talk to y'all next week.
Hey, man, you want to talk about Carson?
I'm talking about this, man.
Come on, Don. Let's go ahead and pull it. Just rip the Band-Aid off, Don. Don't peel it. Just rip that motherfucker.
Carson Wentz to the red tip down. I can't. I'm sorry, man. It's hard.
Washington Commodores trading.
Hey, man, stop saying that shit, man. Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off.
I'm gonna say the Washington Commodores.
That's all.
I kind of like the trade, man. I ain't even gonna.
I
didn't want Garoppolo.
John, listen, the hood Skip Bayless ain't on here, Don. Don't do this to yourself, Don.
He likes Fitzpatrick too.
I'm saying I like the trade because we can get out of it next year if he ain't worth a shit.
But you know
he didn't have a bad. I mean, look. As bad as motherfuckers say the dude is, man. The motherfucker threw for 27 touchdowns, and 7. I mean, he is a turnover dude, but I mean, come on, man. He had a pretty decent season, man. 27-7.
Hey, this is my issue, Don. This is my issue, and I'm not a football guy, so I'm just gonna give it the non-football guy breakdown. You take a guy out the NFC East who played against the Cowboys, the Giants, and he played for the Eagles. You put him back in the same division with the teams that know exactly what this guy's playing style is. Don't you think that's going to hurt your team more than help it if he's going against the same? I mean, he's playing Philadelphia twice, the Giants twice, and the Cowboys twice. That's 6 games that he has to really sit back and say, the coaching staff and everybody, they know who I am. That's going to make it a lot more difficult to me for him as a commander to then going to get somebody from the AFC or that they haven't seen before.
But you got to look at it like this, man. It's only 6 division games, man. You got the rest. I mean, if that's your reasoning.
Hey, with the Commanders, that's
division games. That's a big chunk of games, man.
6 out of 7. Hey, it used to be 8. It used to be 8 to 16.
That's a third of your season.
I mean, it is, but it ain't like it used to be. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying if that's his reason. I'm saying I don't subscribe to his reasoning. I mean, if he played if he can play up to what they need him
No,
to play
I'm
to,
just saying.
he should be fine.
Me just looking as a fan, why would the Commanders take a guy that was in the division and played against the teams that know who he is and put him right back in the same spot?
Yeah, but that don't. But that, like I said, that's what you about to say.
Talking to you about Washington is almost like when you gotta, the alcoholic, and you gotta make them realize they're alcoholic.
Intervention.
Dude, again, I had no. I have no. I don't have an issue with the trade because, like I said, at the end of the day, if he stink the Joan up next year, we ain't got to we can get out of this. We can get out of this quick. We still got our first round. Hopefully they draft the quarterback. Hopefully they get a linebacker.
They got Carson Wentz. They gonna draft.
Man. But they only got we only guarantee one more year. That's this year. And if he stinks it up, they're gonna let him walk. So I'm saying, we ain't stuck.
You know what my question is?
But I think he going. But I think he going. Dude, I don't think he had a bad season last year. I don't think his season was bad.
Dude, he played. Who did he play for?
I'm just saying statistically, I don't think he had a bad season. That's all I'm saying. I thought he.
The Colts were supposed to be easily a playoff team, but Carson Wentz was their quarterback.
Not easily, man. They fucked up towards the end.
The Colts were good.
They fucked up towards the end.
But they had Wentz. Now, hey,
dude. Again.
This is just.
I don't think he. Hey, the dude had. The dude's season was better than either one of our quarterbacks. With this, it was better than any of our quarterbacks. Besides Aaron Rodgers. Besides Rodgers, Besides Rodgers, he had better. I think statistically speaking, his season was better than everybody else quarterback on this.
Hey, can we get some facts behind this? Can we get something, or we just gonna believe what the hell you talking?
You want me to? Do you want that?
Get the
facts. Come on, his
facts, dog.
All right, let me pull it up because we're gonna pull up everybody.
Listen, I'm gonna speak before this comes up. I wouldn't say, and this is funny because I told my wife this. She's not a football, but I just had to. So I honestly would have took Jimmy Garoppolo over Carson Wentz if I was the Washington Commanders.
To me, if you would have took Garoppolo, you was gonna be stuck with him if he stunk it up. You're gonna give up a first round because he
only got a year. He only got a year on this contract too, fool.
You got a rookie,
and he got a year on his contract, and you would have had to give up a first. You would have had to give up a first round. You would have had to give up some picks to get him. Y'all ain't gonna just let him go for no third and no fourth.
You actually think Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Jimmy G?
So what I'm saying is.
I like him better than Jimmy G.
What I'm saying for winning,
I think he is.
So Don,
I think he is.
I'm looking at for winning. You telling me for a winning season, you would rather take somebody who didn't make it past the first round of the playoffs over someone who went to the NFC Championship?
And we already had this discussion, and then you was on teams when we was talking about it.
I'm just saying as far as Carson Wentz. I'm not saying a Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying Carson Wentz over Jimmy Garoppolo.
I would take him over Jimmy G. I don't fuck with Jimmy G like that, man. I think Jimmy G is.
Listen, Jimmy G hurt my feelings. I don't fuck with Jimmy G. But as a football lover, I'm good with the guy.
But I got a question. Do wins and accomplishments matter anymore? Like making it to the season?
Dude, y'all had a good defense, man. We've already said that, man. Y'all defense is what got y'all to where y'all. It's the defense, man. But look at Jermaine last year, man.
So hold on. No, we ain't just going by that. So it had nothing to do with Kittles. It had nothing to do with Debo. It had nothing to do with our running game. It was our defense. That's what we're going with.
Yo, statistically speaking, let's
do it.
Carson Wentz is a much better quarterback than Jimmy G.
So that's how you know that you can't go by statistics.
I'm just saying, statistically speaking, Carson Wentz had one bad season. Garoppolo, if you look at his shit,
this shit terrible. It ain't terrible, but it's mediocre.
It's horrific.
It's mediocre.
But the question is, Carson Wentz went to one Super Bowl with Philadelphia, got injured. Went to the Super Bowl, got injured, and Nick Foles basically became the hero of the Eagles, and he lost his starting job the following year. Then he was out.
My man. If you look at that, this dude in 2016, right? This was his average, subpar year. 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 3,700 yards. The next year, lit up the league. 26-17, lit up the league. 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Next year, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. 2019, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. And then when he was getting called out was the bad year in the Eagles.
Yeah, it's a bad year.
16.
Still 16 to 15.
Right, 16, 15. And then with the Colts, 27-7. The dude actually, again, statistically speaking, is not a bad quarterback. He protects.
That's all I'm saying.
He
He's worth a shot. He's worth a shot. That's all I'm saying. He's worth a
Y'all,
shot.
sometimes y'all really aggravate me, dog. Y'all really.
How? You asked for the facts.
So I got a question.
You asked for the facts.
No,
you asked
I got
for the
a
facts.
question. I got a question. Since everything is statistics,
It's not. It's not that it's all
let's take
statistics.
it. Let's take it. Oh, no, Don. I'll let y'all talk this crazy bullshit coming out your mouth.
Oh, there we go.
With Kevin Love, we're gonna talk NBA. Kevin Love statistics before the Cavs. Kevin Love with the Cavs. Chris Bosh with Toronto, with Miami. They were both great players. Their statistics plummeted, but yet they were still just as good, if not better. Stats don't always tell the story, dog. Sometimes it's about what the 49ers have a slowed down offense that bases on the run. We don't throw the hell out the ball. Wentz, every time he plays on the team, he throws the shit out the ball. So obviously he's going to have more passing statistics.
It was in a run. They actually was in a run control.
If you put the only way to correctly compare them is if you put Jimmy G in a passing offense and he gets to throw the ball as much as this dude. You can't.
He got to throw the ball. He got to throw more this. He got to
and
throw
then we're not
more.
even looking at the fact of the accomplishments. Jimmy G, record-wise, destroys Carson Wentz. What are we talking about right now, Doc? Y'all got to kill this.
How many Super Bowls he got with that record?
Hey, but you keep Carson Wentz. It's cool. Hey, I just know Washington ain't gonna beat nothing. Do we think he's gonna play the whole year?
Well, Carson Wentz got a Super Bowl, but it was off Nick Foles. But I mean,
no,
this was his 33-7 touchdown. Whatchamacallit.
That shit does not count. What's name play? Nick Foles played the whole.
Wasn't you last week just talking about how getting to the NFC Championship game?
You're changing my argument here. You were just saying that y'all said Carson Wentz got a Super Bowl. Nick Foles won that Super Bowl.
Nick Foles won a Super
He
Bowl.
played literally the whole playoffs.
I get that, but who?
Okay, so we can't give that to Carson Wentz.
Who ran that entire season and had a great record that season?
Don't matter. He ain't go to, like we told Sims. It don't matter. We told Sims last week. It don't matter. It does not matter.
I'm just saying the point is he's a serviceable. He's definitely more than a serviceable quarterback. I mean, and if he, I mean, people got him like he Jimmy G or some shit. Like he, like, you know, they playing him off like he.
Hey, when did the Colts? Hey, Rock, let me ask you a question.
They playing him off like he Jimmy G.
This is gonna be a very easy answer. I hope you get it. When did the Colts pick up on Carson Wentz?
Last year.
1 year.
So if Carson Wentz was any good, would he be getting traded the next year?
They didn't want to play that money either.
Listen. I said that statistically the dude is good.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he.
Statistically, he's a stud. But by the eye test, because we all got an eye test now. Now we all listen. We all take a driving test. Let me say this. We all take a driving test, right? Let's agree. We all took a driving test, right? When you come to a yellow light, what do?
His numbers don't say he a bum. People talk about the dude like he a bum. He ain't a bum.
Don, you know what you need? We need to go. What was that topic we did? Y'all need to get a Carson Wentz background check.
Dude, his stats don't say. People talk as if the dude was a bum. He's not a bum.
But Don, listen. But you have to.
Here's what I would say. Like if he came to the
Saints, okay. Like stats aside, what about if a lot of people are saying that this guy's a bum, that means that different than his stats, what they're seeing is something different than what's on the paper. So the eye test is definitely showing you different than what his stats looking like.
I got another question that's gonna kill it. When Carson Wentz got traded, who did he get traded for? Was it a rookie quarterback that got him up out the building?
Jalen Hurts.
What's that boy name? That was a 16-15 year, right? That we just said was okay. That's trash.
I didn't say it was okay.
16 TDs, 15 interceptions. That's horrible. So stop that, Don. I heard you say
Which
that.
one?
You snuck that in and nobody really caught you. I heard your ass.
Let's pull up Jimmy.
When he was like 16, 15, oh, that wasn't bad. Stop it. You need to stop it.
That's a mediocre season, man. But Jimmy's seasons look like that. Jimmy's seasons look like that. That's the problem. You defending Jimmy, and he has Jimmy has a bunch of 16, 15s.
But you know,
and you defending him like
you
defend.
You know one thing about Jimmy? After everybody else go home after regular season, I keep saying Jimmy. Jimmy just keep popping up on my damn screen. I don't see Carson. Carson has me gone. I don't know where Carson at. We be looking for him. Where Wentz? We be Wentzing to look at him. Where he at?
Hey, I like the trade, man. I'm not even going front. I like the trade.
I'm not against the Commanders, but I
wanted us to keep our first rounder, and I do hope we draft another quarterback.
And my thing is, why spend the money?
Is he a guarantee? I'm not saying he a guarantee, but we got to swing. Hey, we got to swing.
I'm not a football guy, but my question is this: why spend that money if you want to bank on a guaranteed first rounder? Why not spend the money?
First rounders ain't guaranteed, man.
What?
I'm gonna tell you now. There's only maybe one or two.
But we still got our first rounder though, Dan. So we still got.
I'm asking, but why take that money and give it to him and not put it into someone or something else that can better your football team other than getting Carson Wentz when you already have?
Because we need a placeholder, man. We need a placeholder. We need somebody, and we taking a shot at this dude. If we don't work out, then we can easily get out of it. We signed
for years.
This is the reason why it's hard for me. Listen, this is the reason why it's hard for me.
Dude, you defending Jimmy G, who has multiple 16 and 15 seasons.
But listen, as a Washingtonian, this is why it's hard for me to defend our football team because we have 10 to 15 different starters in the seasons where most football teams have 2 to 3 because we always go get a guy to fill in instead of bringing someone in who's going to be with the organization. It's always we get a fill in.
From a team standpoint, out of all the teams we have, unfortunately, I still think Green Bay is probably in the worst position because I think y'all have I think y'all literally just choked. Like at least
Washington look at him. He just wanted to get that in. He wanted to get that.
Listen, we did. The reality is we choked. Don't put that down. Listen, I said it. I can't go back on my word because we got it on tape. I said we choked.
Just like I said, sometimes we got to be direct. I got to pull them down.
We were the best.
I'd rather have the team that's trying to get better, but when you got a team that's elite already and they choke all the time, that's your quarterback, dog. I just don't think Aaron Rodgers can close.
Hey, but let me ask you a question though, Sims. Who won the Super Bowl last year?
What's the motherfucker's name?
The Rams.
Them bitches.
So only one team won. What about the other 30 teams?
32, 31?
They failed. 31. What about the other 31 teams? They failed.
We failed. We failed.
We all in the same.
We choked. We had it.
We all failed, dude. We all failed. Hey, we all failed, dude.
Hey, that's a Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp analysis.
We all failed last year. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that.
You know what?
Because you keep living on this high horse like
Rock, we're gonna let you slide because we don't. And the reason you get to slide because we don't even consider the guy. Your quarterback is not even a quarterback. We don't even consider that was an experiment for a year.
I said I was taking a shot. He just threw a shot, bro.
Yeah, but that's true.
He just casted you off, right? Hey, Rock, get
They
over
ran with a tight end at quarterback.
It was an experiment. Hey, Rock, am I lying? Was that not an experiment for you guys?
No. New Orleans does not get away with that. How long that boy been on that team?
He got a quarterback.
How long he been on the team? No, I'm asking a question. Rock knows this.
3 years,
Rock, how long he been on the team?
Hey, they paid him too. He got a little payday.
This motherfucker just got another contract.
Yeah, he got extended.
He got a voidable contract.
It's a bullshit joke though. Yeah, and it's good to have those contracts. That's what I'm saying. It's good when you can get out.
He's a quarterback. So ain't nobody trying. Them motherfuckers are shooting themselves in the foot. I ain't got no.
Hey, them motherfuckers. Hey, he good for fantasy.
Hey, don't worry, Rock. Jimmy G might be on the way though.
Oh yeah, Rock. Hey, Sims was talking about Jimmy G.
I have a Saints jersey up here now. I can't get the Commodores anymore. They gotta be
man, y'all better stop that goddamn Commodores.
Tell you now, if we get him and he takes us to the promised land and wins, you'll never hear the end of it.
No, hey, you can't. I'll have your back on that because I'm telling y'all, Jimmy G win games. These motherfuckers are the ones that hate. Y'all hate on Jimmy G. I don't hate on Jimmy G.
Listen, I'm not hating. I just said, listen, I'm not hating. I said I would rather take him with the Commodore. Y'all got me saying,
oh, damn it.
God
damn.
damn. Cut this shit, dog. Cut the feed, dog. Cut the feed. The poison is starting to seep, dog. Cut the feed, man. Amputate this motherfucking leg. It's starting to spread. No, honestly, now this thing, I would have rather seen, honestly, as a football fan, and still I root for the Washington team, Commanders. I honestly would have rather seen Jimmy Garoppolo playing than Carson Wentz, man. And like I said, that was my thing is, you putting Carson Wentz in a situation with teams in his division, knowing a third of his games are going to be played by teams that have seen him in and out of every season for almost 4 to 5 years. They're going to have
but it's only 6 games though, man.
That's a third.
Y'all keep acting like it ain't like it used to be, man. Hey, the division used to be the division used to be half of your it used to be 8 games, man. It's 6 games now. 6 out of 17. You still can go win another. You can go out. You can lose all your damn division games and still be 11. And still be 11-6.
But
so
you
gotta
win.
Okay, that was a good point. You have to.
You still could be 11-6 if you lost all
damn sure the Commanders are not beating 11 teams.
I'm just telling you, man. All these games is taken away from with the division because we used to have the Cardinals in our division back in the day. And they,
I'm just saying, Don, you really feel like it's an easier position, more comfortable position. If you're a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, or the Giants, you're not licking your chops when it comes to playing the Commanders.
I just don't think that's a good argument because they got the same quarterback too. Like, what's the argument? I mean, I don't understand that argument. I mean, they got the same quarterback.
What I'm saying is, you putting the guy in a position that his division. They know his strengths and weaknesses. Ain't that
the same? Ain't that the same as the other quarter? Ain't that the same for the other quarterbacks that like that?
Because they didn't go.
Because they've been there too, so they got the same disadvantage.
What I'm saying is, this is a choice though. They can, if he was already existing quarterback for the Commanders, but what I'm saying is came back to the same division. Even Brady goddamn left New England and went to Tampa Bay. He didn't go to fucking Miami.
Dan, you're looking at this wrong. The way you're looking at it is correct, but this is how I look at it. Yeah, we'll trade this motherfucker in the same division. He ain't no threat.
that's 27. It's 27-7. That's not a bad season.
Hey, we'll go ahead and play him 2 times a year. Yeah, we good.
I think he's gonna do all right.
Who's y'all backup quarterback?
Heineke, right?
They still got that motherfucker?
We still got Heineke, man. If
all else fails, you know Carson getting injured at some point, dog. So Heineke go.
And hopefully we draft
so once again, Taylor Heineke.
We drafting the quarterback, man.
Yeah. So we put money on the I bet you don't draft a quarterback.
No, we're gonna draft the quarterback because we finally let the dude that we got from Carolina. What's the dude name from
Allen?
The backup from Allen. We finally let him go.
They
getting another quarterback.
Allen.
Hey, yeah, they definitely drafted another quarterback.
I'm saying it right now.
And it might not be no first. I mean, it might be a late. I mean, it might be even be a later round, but it might they getting the quarterback.
Hey, fellas, listen. I might get ready.
You gonna draft a Dakota? That's what you draft.
I might.
Hey, some of them a lot of them quarterbacks actually be the ones make. But the good thing about them, that type of quarterback is he actually get developed.
I might get ran out of DC.
You holding to it, boy.
Hey, listen, they might run me out of DC for this one, but I'm gonna call it now.
I like
Taylor
Carson
Heineke
Wentz. I like the
is
trade.
going to be the quarterback for the Washington Commanders by game 7. Taylor Heineke, week 7. Taylor Heineke is going to be the head starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders.
Hey, I got a question that college drama. Who gonna be better, Washington or New Orleans?
It don't even matter.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm
jumping in. I'm going. You said my team. My team is definitely going to be better than his team.
Okay.
It don't even matter, man.
Listen, at the end of the day, let me rephrase that. We have the nucleus of a great defense. If that is still there once all the chips fall with all the cap space and all that, we're better than his team just based off that.
It don't take much.
Not necessarily, man. What was your record? What was the record?
We were 9-7.
Yeah, they were 9-7.
I'm
That was
sorry.
9-7.
It was on the bubble
because of the
It
extra
can't be
game.
9-7. That's 16.
Yeah. We were 9-8. 9-8.
He's 9-8
on the bubble.
We didn't deserve to be in the playoffs.
7-10.
So I got another question. Who is New Orleans quarterback right now?
Right now, QB1 is vacant. I'm thinking it should be Winston, but I have a feeling they're gonna go out and grab Jimmy G.
You said you got a feeling?
I have a feeling. I have a bad feeling. Because here's what I'm thinking.
You said a bad feeling. You said a bad feeling.
Here's where the chip's gonna fall at. I believe that Tomlinson is gonna grab up Jameis Winston. He's building something.
Well,
I think he's gonna take him.
Well, now that Indianapolis got rid of Wentz, they actually said Indianapolis is probably trying to get Jimmy G, but I still think he coming to New Orleans.
I just think that that's part of what's going to happen with us with Jameis is he's going to end up going to Pittsburgh, and then we're going to end up jumping on the Jimmy G wagon.
So are you scared? You scared to have Jimmy G?
He to me is he just chokes at the wrong time. Yeah, he's a winner, but he waits till
he chokes, dude. I mean, Chris act like he don't see that. He act like he don't see that, dude. It's like he was giving away the game.
Can I bring some facts to the conversation?
Go ahead.
The motherfucker did have a broke thumb and a messed up shoulder that he just got surgery on.
Dude, why you?
We can obviously see. Well, no, I watched the games, dog. I can obviously see this motherfucking throws that were pretty bad. Like some of these motherfuckers are just horrible. But it's when he fucked his shoulder up at the end of the season against the Rams. Just saying. But I think he's going to be good for y'all. I don't know why to hate. The man got the record that's impressive. He got one of the best records.
I don't like the price for him. My thing is, my problem with Jimmy G, I thought they was going to try to get him. I just don't like the. I wouldn't pay no first round for no Jimmy, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not giving no first round for Jimmy.
And that's what I'm saying. That I never said that. I don't hate Jimmy. I just don't like the price for him.
Hey,
that's all. I didn't want the price for him.
I like the way Rock said that. Like he just told the GM he ain't gonna get no first round. With the motherfucker,
I don't want the price for him, dude. That's all I'm saying. Hey, if we can get Jimmy G for the same price we just got,
I'll give maybe a third.
Yeah, what we just got for what we got for Wentz, if that would have been Jimmy G, I'm good with it. I'd be sitting up on the same.
I mean, if you're looking at yourself as an NFC, if I'm an NFC champion, if I'm a quarterback that took my team to an NFC championship,
first round pick, dog.
Why would I?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't. But I'm telling y'all what my issue is with Jimmy G, and you also got to see that's probably their issue with not trading for him. They just don't want to risk. They don't want to put up a first round for him.
Here's a big thing right here, Sims. Why? And I hope that they do this. Why would I trade for him where I know you don't want him anymore, and you're going to end up releasing him? Let him clear waivers, and I'll pick him up then.
No, that ain't the way the NFL works. If there's an available quarterback and you don't have one, y'all getting a quarterback. What are you talking about? You can't just not have a quarterback for a whole. They ain't gonna go with that tape. What's his name? What's the?
No. You're missing what I'm saying. I'm sure
y'all control his rights. Y'all control his rights.
What I'm saying is
we're gonna take these rights. We're gonna take these rights and we're gonna get them.
But what I'm saying is, you guys do not want him either.
No, no. We already put our money into a first round pick. That's the reason Jimmy G got to go.
That's the only
reason. They even said they might keep him for another year.
So stop right there.
He might stay with us.
So hold on, but stop right there. You're saying you're invested in a first rounder. Jimmy G has got to go. Now, me and the rest of the organizations out there, I'm gonna pull the poker bluff. You know what? I'm not giving you a first. I'm giving you a first, and then it's going to go down the line.
I got skin in the game because technically, if y'all give a first for him, that first comes to my team. So
of course.
Well, hey, thank you for this first.
That's my only issue with Jimmy G, yo. The first round. That's my only issue. I just wouldn't trade him for a first round. If it was the same pick,
Washington better trade whatever the hell they got to get.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if he's released.
Hey man, who's y'all coach?
Hey,
what's it called? DA Dennis Allen.
I forgot that y'all just got y'all. I forgot the coach left. God dang.
Well, he was a whole issue with him, wasn't it?
Yeah. New Orleans
he trying to get to Dallas, man.
But Don, you know what, Don? Based on what you said, I give you headway. Now, if the Commanders come out and they do not get a first round quarterback, your argument is if they go get a defense, somebody.
No. I'm saying I didn't want to go. It ain't even the quarterback. I'm saying I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't want to give up my first rounder for anybody unless it's Russell. Unless it was Russell, unless it was Rodgers. If it was Russell, if it was Rodgers, I'll trade that for those quarterbacks. But when I'm talking about the next tier quarterbacks, which you could possibly put Jimmy in, possibly. I don't know. See that look. I have to. But I'm not saying it just he's in the next. I'm gonna say he in the next tier quarterback. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I already told you that. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I just wouldn't want them to trade the first one. If they would have traded the first for Carson Wentz, I would have been messed up off of that. Like I'm like, I would have been. But for what they traded for him, if he pans out, cool. If not, he gone.
Hey, what happened to Fitzmagic?
He got hurt.
He took a check.
He's still on Washington's roster?
Nah, they just signed the again. He gone.
He's gone. He's released.
What's the other guy? Who was the guy that just went there and broke his leg and took a check?
I got to bounce. I'm being called for yum. So I'll see you guys later.
Yum it up.
All right, man.
Yeah, we supposed to. Who's the guy? I know we about to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. I was gonna ask who was the quarterback I really liked. Oh, Alex Smith.
But see that contract was terrible. They traded for him. They extended him. We couldn't get out of it. Like we had to keep that dude. He almost we had to keep him. I didn't understand. I didn't understand.
I knew Sam's was gonna come with that 49ers working they shit. They signed, man. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they extended. Like with him, they should have just if they would have traded for him and not extended his contract, that would have been great. But
Alex Smith, dog. Alex Smith, the legend.
Oh, dude, Alex got paid, man, for nothing, man.
But no shit. He was doing good. He did. I broke the man.
He was terrible, man. He was terrible, man.
He was good for y'all.
He was terrible, dude. He was terrible.
You guys were having a winning record until he almost lost his goddamn leg.
Hey, we was getting whooped that last game too, man. He was terrible.
Listen, but y'all had a winning record. You had a winning record when the guy broke his leg.
Nah, man. Shit was about to go left.
Hey, Sims, this why they can't. This why I'm all the way over here in Green Bay. This why I'm not fucking with shit.
I tried to tell you.
Shit was about to go left.
It's like telling an alcoholic that he drank too much.
You got a man with a winning season. He almost loses his leg. He almost loses his leg, sacrifices his life, and you come and say the man wasn't good enough.
Dude got paid, man. He got paid, man. He got paid for nothing, man.
That's
what paid, man. Dude got paid, man. He was injured. He was injured for like a whole season.
Fitzmagic come in, he gets hurt. For real. I would go to what was that with Aaron Rodgers got the State Farm. If I was a quarterback for the Redskins, first thing I would do is go get a high insurance policy. Because for some reason y'all guys can't make it a whole season without having career-ending injuries and step off.
That's why they're gonna spend that first round pick on the offensive lineman.
Hey, do something.
Watch, they gotta protect them quarterbacks, bro. Them quarterbacks be getting annihilated.
No, we got Carson Wentz is pretty. We got a pretty good offensive lineman, dude. We got our offensive lineman.
Carson Wentz is already pretty beat up, man. He ain't gonna take too many.
Wentz ain't making it a whole season. There's no way.
I'm Taylor Heineke for
he played, but we got him as a backup, so we'll see.
Yeah, week 6.
Even if honestly, even if he fills in, so it's all good. But I like Carson Wentz straight.
I'm calling it now. Week 6, Taylor Heineke.
Hey, I need you to get Hood Skip Bayless so I can get hit what he feels about Carson.
Yeah, I want to know what he feels.
Yeah, he's gonna be here next week. He having some difficult. You know, hey, come on, Sims. You know he gonna say it. Well, you know what he gonna. I love it. You know what? I can already do it for you right now.
I know. They all get the same script.
I love it.
They get their damn scripts emailed to them.
I love it.
Same bullshit.
I love it. He's gonna do great. He's gonna do better than this. I'm gonna tell you everything he's gonna say right now. Carson Wentz, I love him. He's great, and he's gonna do better than Jimmy G. That's that. There
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna say. That's all right though. Y'all hate.
All right, man.
All right,
get out of here, man.
Thank you, fellas.
Thank y'all for joining us. Share the stream. Fuck your opinion. I'm gonna replay this shit tomorrow. Yep.
All right, Sam.
I see y'all.